What's good with y'all collective? We are now live for January 2023. This will not resonate with everybody. So I got to keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and get started with the read. See what's going on out there. Hope y'all doing okay. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for January 2023. No weapon that's formed against me shall ever prosper energetically, spiritually, mentally, or physically in Jesus' name. Let's go ahead and surround my energy with the fire of the Holy Ghost. So what's going on for January 2023 for the collective? Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit. Archangel Michael, Empress reversed. Some of you out there may be or you may be dealing with a Libra or Taurus. Don't have to be. Some of you out there are figuring out that if you're a man out there and if you've been dealing with somebody, this is why I'm being channeled. I'm channeling it instantly. If you have been in a relationship with somebody, there's somebody that you're figuring out. This could have been somebody that could have presented themselves as the other half of your soul. This could also go for feminine. You're figuring out that this is not the other half of you. Some of you out there, you was brought this individual by having some type of mama problem. Some of you out there, your mother didn't love you correctly to a guy. Your mom possibly didn't love you correctly. And this could have attracted that type of female in your life. Even if you have a good mother, you can still attract those type of people. You have to be strong in your boundaries. But I'm definitely getting that there's a guy who has figured out here that this individual is not their other half. This is somebody that you could have dealt with it. I'm getting you dealt with this individual. You talked to them. There was definitely a conversation between you and this individual. But there's something that's coming out about this individual right here that they're not the real person for you. Don't have to be a Libra or Taurus. This is somebody that clearly does not embrace a nurturing quality for you. You as a masculine deserve that feminine nurturing nature. And this individual is very nasty toward you. They try to control you. They would sit there and try to put you down. Your mother could have tried to do this to you in the past. That's what I'm getting. I know this is probably going to be triggering. But just hear me out with this message. Some of you out there could have been vice versa. Like you could be a female that had a toxic daddy. And you could have attracted somebody like this in your life that has talked down on you for nothing. With the Empress reverse, this is definitely somebody that's not nurturing. This is a past person. This is not somebody that's a new person. It's somebody that you already have communicated with. I'm going to be very specific about this message. This is not somebody that you have your eye on or a telepathic connection with. No, it's nothing to do with that. There could be another Libra or Taurus that may be healthy for you. See, that's why I tell y'all, bro, don't judge by the zodiac sign. Because let's say, for instance, you had a bad experience with Aquarius, Leo, whoever it may be. Does that make the rest of the Aquarius or Leo the same? Wrong. It's the genetics. It's how that person was raised. It's how much they're willing to evolve. Just how they got people out there bashing Scorpio. Scorpio men this, Scorpio men that. You think I'm going to sit there and comment on a video like that? Oh, well, they're into this. They do that. They do this. It don't fit the description to me because that person, if they want to base it off a zodiac sign, they clearly don't have enough common sense or knowledge to understand that the zodiac sign don't make somebody somebody. Because there's somebody out there that you could have dealt with. Let's say if you did deal with a Libra or a Taurus that was very mean towards you. Doesn't mean that other Libra or Taurus is going to treat you that way. I'm not really getting that you're judging people by the zodiac sign. Some of you may be in astrology. You may be curious on how it works. I'm going to break it down to details. You do got your moon and your rising sign, but set astrology to the side. What about that soul? The soul overpowers the whole natal chart. Your soul could transform at any given time. You could transform your destiny if you really wanted to because you have that power. You should never go by what astrology tries to tell you. Even a tarot reading. I mean, you could take advice, but at the end of the day, you have to use your own level of discernment, which is intuition, and listen to yourself. It's messages like this that could give you guidance, but it can never tell you what to do. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to do. I mean, that's your own free will. But when it comes to giving advice and wisdom, that's something that I will provide. Some of you out there has definitely dealt with somebody that was very nasty towards you with the Empress reversed. Very nasty. They could have cussed at you a lot. They could have tried to talk about you behind your back to their friends. This is a man that has went through the situation. Could also flip the roles as they apply. This could also be a man that or a female that could have went through this with a male. There's a reason why I said that. This may be a guy. I want these feminines out there that are actually genuine. There's only a rare percentage out there, but they do have them out there. I want some of these females to know how dirty some people be doing these fellas out there that have a good heart. But I'm going to be guided to tell them, you got to have a backbone. When it comes to people like this, you tell them like it is and you don't hold shit back. You put your damn foot down and you tell that individual, see ya. You can hit the road real quick. You ain't about to sit there and disrespect anything up in my life. You tell people like this how it is and you cut them off and block them. And of course, they're going to run their mouth out there and try to make you out to be the enemy. But they the ones that's been doing all the dirt behind the scenes. This is what you call a feminine narcissist. They don't care about shit. She don't even care about herself. A lot of people out there don't understand this type of behavior that goes on, but men go through that behind closed doors. I promise you. You may have a brother. Your brother, you could have seen your brother breaking out crying because of a feminine like this. Exactly my point. You're a female that has witnessed a nasty individual like this in this individual's life. Okay? This is definitely a male that has dealt with somebody that was very nasty towards him for nothing. And of course, people will try to understand, well, how come she was like that and he didn't do nothing to her? There's something wrong there. It's not. This is a narcissist. This is somebody that holds a personality disorder, and possibly, if they let this continue, they could become possessed. It's what you call a Jezebel spirit. And once it enters that body, bro, it will torment the living hell out of innocent people and mimic people and twist everything around. That's what this individual is right here. This is the energy that this person, that this man has dealt with. Don't mean that this is a Libra or Taurus. It's the spirit that they dealt with that don't embody the Empress energy. This is somebody, this may be I'm also getting that a male has dealt with somebody that's possessed by a male demon. This feminine may have had some type of supernatural strength. You seen her get angry. Something about her being angry and this kind of made you sit back like, you got some type of, there's something that's wrong. I mean, yeah, they could get angry, but this is some type of superhuman strength, bro. Like something completely takes over her. She rages out. She could like pick up a whole, I don't know how to explain this, like pick up stuff that is heavy, but she can't do that when she ain't mad. There's something to investigate here on the individual that you have dealt with. Now, I mean, when you get mad, your adrenaline does kick in, and it does make you stronger. Just like whenever somebody's chasing you, you tend to run faster. This individual right here, bro, is not. This individual has some type of possession. They could have dealt with some type of dark magic in the past, or they could be involved in that, is what I'm getting here. They could have had some type of involvement, or some type of involvement with alcohol or something else, substance abuse. Those demons poured right into that body, bro. I'm not saying that if you drink a beer every now and then, you're going to get possessed. No. No. Even smoking cigarettes or doing, no. This is somebody that has gotten to the point where they did have a spiritual side. Until they did that over and over and over. And it opened up themselves as a channel to those energies. See, people have to start looking at things from a spiritual perspective. Put the negative and the positive together. And look beyond perception of duality. When it comes to situations like this. Because people out there, bro, they go through this behind the scenes. And people don't understand what's going on with that individual spirit. There's a man that possibly don't have this type of information. He may be just going through a spiritual awakening, or you may be going through, if you're a female that went through that, you may be going through a spiritual awakening. And you're just not understanding what's going on. This individual was really mean to somebody, bro. Very mean. There's not a 1 ounce of care in them. Yeah, you stood your ground, or whoever this is. You definitely stood your ground. Okay, so there's a dude that did stand his ground here. I got to give him props to it. He stood his ground. She could have hit him with something. And somebody's question like, why would she do that to me? Even though he stood up for himself, why would she do that? Because she's got something inside her, bro. This individual needs to go somewhere, go to a church or something. This ain't funny either. People really go through this. If you was to attend that service with this individual, you'd probably see this again. She'd instantly transform immediately. You'd be surprised at how much negative energy that preacher or pastor will pull out this individual by putting a cross on their head. How much of a fight they would put up. This individual right here, bro, will literally possibly take at least 10 people to hold him down. This is not something that's human. This is the type of energy I'm getting. A female overpowering 10 people. And it's like, you're like, whoa, where's this coming from? Of course, people got their angry side. But it shouldn't get to this extent right here where they throwing stuff. They could have hit you with something. You could have got a gash on your head. This individual could have threw something. You possibly didn't press charges on her. I'm literally seeing somebody has hit you in the head with something. And it could have cut you. To be honest with you, I kind of feel bad for this dude, whoever this is. He may be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that didn't do anything to this Empress reverse. This man has gotten tore up behind closed doors and don't want to say nothing. He don't want to come across as weak, but he stood his ground. Though. He possibly grabbed a hold of something. As I said, get back. Leave me alone. And it said it was kept on taunting him, coming on and coming on, coming on. It's like he gave her space. See how he's kind of backed up like that? He gave her space. But he's not going to let her continuously attack him. If this is not a physical altercation, this is something that's going on with mind games. This individual could have been doing something with the mind. Trying to hurt somebody with mind games here. And it's like you're catching on to something. Okay, so for some of you, this is not somebody throwing something at a man. Or it could be a female. It's like this individual has tried to hurt your head with mind games, manipulation. They have tried to flip everything back off onto you. This is the type of person that will unblock you, block you, unblock you, block you, unblock you, block you, unblock you, block you. Block the hell out that person. Block them. You see a chance to where they did something, spirit guide you to see something, I want you to block this individual immediately. They're going to get their karma for doing this to you guys. See what they did to you, your head. I know it may not be easy, but some of you out there, you literally don't want to deal with this individual no more. I can understand why. The same thing as the Emperor being in reverse. It would be somebody that is the exact opposite version, but in a male version of this individual right here. Narcissists hold a lot of similarities like this. But this is not somebody that's a regular narcissist here. Because they got them out there that are just manipulators. They lie. This is somebody right here, but it goes beyond lying. They will get to the point to where they physically want to attack somebody. And yet put it off on you as if you're the one that hit them. And try to gaslight you and to make you believe that you actually did something, but you didn't. This individual hit you with something in your head here. If y'all did get into a physical altercation. You see how this heart is in reverse? This is not love. This individual may also have something to do with astrology. They've been using your astrology, something to do with, because this represents astrology, believe it or not. Oh yeah, they got that symbol in astrology. conjunctions and stuff like that. This individual isn't sweet at all. The roses are in reverse on this Empress's dress. And her face, her rosy cheeks are in reverse. So you know what that means? This is a very nasty, mean, but they present themselves in public like this. Oh, hey, how's it going? But behind closed doors, they doing this to this guy, bro. This is the type of individual that will slander and talk buku amount of crap about their boyfriend. And yet they're the demon the whole time. Let this individual right here have a camera on them. They'll catch all this. If you're still with this person, get you a camera. They got them where you can wear glasses. That'll be obvious if you're inside. They got them, bro. You really want to catch this individual in a lie? Don't taunt them. Just live your everyday life normally. Wear your camera. Wear your camera, a secret camera. Or whatever. If you really want to catch this individual in a lie and bring them to justice, to get everybody to see that you're not the problem, do that. If they physically attacked you, and yet you feel like nobody believes you because of how many lies they spoke, and yet this may be keeping you with this individual, they're doing something with astrology. I'm just going to keep it real with you, brother. This is some type of witch here. They're not healthy at all. They're definitely not healthy. And it's not healthy staying with this individual either with the Empress reverse. Nine of Wands here, but you stood your ground. That's the good thing. You definitely stood your ground. I'm going to go ahead and look more into this. For some of you out there that's not involved with a person like this anymore, you are somebody that is standing your ground over somebody that has tried to lie to you over and over and over and over and over. That's what I'm getting. And you're going to be able to officially walk away from this individual. Yeah, the death card with the Fool reverse, Scorpio Aries energy. So something is coming to an end. You're being guided to stay away from this individual. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, it ain't going to work out. This individual may be having trouble with their job. Okay. This is somebody that a man has once perceived as a twin flame is what I'm getting. Don't let that fool you. Don't even let my reads, whenever I speak about twin flame, that don't have to resonate with your situation. Okay? You need to heal. Whoever this is needs to heal. Yeah, exactly. But I would tell them, even with my information, not meaning that it's not accurate. It could be accurate for other people. The ones that actually are willing to change and take the step forward. But some of you out there literally thought this was your twin flame. No. I'm getting this individual play buku amount of mind games. I thought they could play mind games with you. Hey, you just had enough. It was a last straw. Yeah. It's like you don't even care no more. You're in your power, but you don't care anymore with the Three of Swords reverse. You have already went through the worst with this individual, and it puts you in your power here. And this individual may still be trying to hurt you. That's the type of vibe I'm getting. It ain't bothering you, though. They're trying to affect you with a third party. This individual could be blocking you, unblock, block, unblock. They want you to see something. They're trying to get your attention in a certain type of way to try to play with your head. But it ain't working. Yeah, you've been released that. Because you know it ain't going to work. And they watching. You know they watching you. And you know to put your guard up here. You will literally win over this person. You already won the minute you turned your back. If you walked away and cut them off, that's the minute you won. I'm going to tell you why they unblocking you. Because they want you to let your guard down in order for them to get the upper hand and do something underhanded and strategize again. This is a very calculating type of person. I hate how this energy is coming out, but it is what it is, you know. Yeah, you're being guided to move forward. You could be a Cancer that could have went through this, or you could be moving on from a Cancer that try to put you in your head and confuse you and play mind games with you. You're doing the right thing by moving on. Trust me. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. 8 of Wands here. This individual loves to manipulate. Yeah, you're closing yourself off from this individual. Yeah, there's an ending here. Scorpio energy. Yeah, you quit cut. You quit. What is it? Cuss? Some of you out there could have gotten an argument with this individual that cussed them out at one time. That's the reason why I said that. But that ain't happening. It's like you ain't even talking to this person. You could have them blocked. They was hoping to get you mad so you could cuss them out. Bro, it's all about an ego stroke. It's all about a reaction. They want you to get mad. To make them happy. They thrive off of other people's pain and anger. I'm telling you. This is a vampire. When you're angry, you think a female that really loved you, bro, will want to see you angry? Come on, man. If a feminine really cared about you, you think the last thing she would want for you is to be angry and hurt. You know what that lady be doing? Rubbing your shoulders. What's wrong, baby? Nurturing you. But no, this individual right here wants to sit back and lurk around and to try to get reacted and pull reacted. Nah, no. No. Ten of Cups. Okay, so somebody's blocked. Page of Wands reverse. She's whoever this is. This is somebody from your past here that is blocked. There's no communication here. Knight of Swords. The King of Wands reverse. It's like the universe is guiding you to move on to keep this individual blocked. They're a player. This individual does nothing but come in and they tell you a lie and they cut you off and ghost you. This is a ghoster here. That's Snark's most famous trait. Not everybody out there that just stops communicating as a narc. Because people do get busy, but I'm going to tell you what they're busy at doing. Love bombing. Some of them may be in a whole other connection with somebody else. Because they was talking to somebody else while they was with you. This could have pulled you out of character in the past here. It got you really angry. But now that's not happening because there's a change. You learned your karmic lessons here. There's a man that learned his karmic lessons here. He understands that this was just a karmic situation. That's what I'm getting. You blocked this individual because it was going to come in with the same nonsense all over again. The Ace of Wands reverse, they was possibly trying to come back in to communicate with you in order to block you from having somebody new, while yet trying to do something very sneaky behind the scenes. You're releasing the burdens. So something's telling me you already went through this. This was in the past. But you was a genuine person to this person. But all they're trying to do is to come in and block a new love for you. Because they're in and out energy. So it's telling me that this individual is definitely blocked. But something is changing. They try to juggle you with the Two of Pentacles reversed here. This is not your twin flame. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Ooh. I love whenever my intuition be on point before I even pull the card to back it up. Thank you, Lord. What did I tell you? It's not your twin. It's not. This is a past life karmic here. This is karmic. This is not your person. Your twin's not going to do this to you. You may mirror each other, but not in a toxic, abusive type of way to where you feel angry at each other all the time. No. No. You may distance yourself from each other, as I say that. I really don't feel like associating with them right now. But you don't have this intense hatred towards each other to where you want to fight with each other all the time. No. You're going to have disagreements. You may have a little small petty argument, but it ain't nothing like this, bro. This is not your match. And they're trying to block your real twin flame. That's why they try to do what they did. And they watch it. They unblock. I'm going to tell you what this individual does, bro. This is clarifying what I do. What I said earlier. Page of Swords. This is literally pages in reverse here. This is immaturity. This individual also talks about you. In their mind, they talk shit about you because they hate you. And they try to present the illusion of love. You think this is love? It's over. Love is in reverse. This is somebody that don't take a leap of faith to communicate with you. They sit back and they watch. And they have no intentions on coming forward to talk to you. It's almost like this individual is trying to get you angry. I'm getting chased. They're trying to get you to chase them. You already learned your lessons. Wheel of Fortune is here. You could care less what this person does with doing this type of nonsense here. This individual's childish, but 2 of the pages in reverse with the Knight of Cups reversed. This is somebody that's a heartbreaker and they do it deliberately. They hurt people on purpose. It ain't bothering you. I'm getting that this happened to you in the past. But you strengthen up and learn your lessons. Okay, so that would be making sense. 6 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, you learn your lessons. And this is not your individual. This is not your person. They're trying to do things right here to try to get your attention, but not speak to you in order to try to bring some type of nostalgia over you, as if it's going to be when you first met each other, but it's only to stop you. They also do spells too. This individual try to have you connected with somebody else, and they chose this other person, and it may be in a whole nother connection here. And yet this individual going to take it to the extent to try. This is what I'm getting in my read. Some of you out there could have noticed some type of strange activity to where this individual has unblocked you. You was guided to see something. The Lord may have guided you, or your intuition may have guided you, or the universe may have guided you to see this individual for doing something. This could have been involved with somebody unblocking you, but yet not talking to you. How many times they try to do this? This individual had to do this a lot for you to actually learn your lesson. And they could have tried that again, but they don't know that you already learned. You already learned something here. You learned that it's not your match. This individual was doing repetitive love spells, binding spells, and to try to keep you trapped on a 5D level. This ain't your fucking twin. Your real one's out there, though. Your real one's out there. It's not this person. 7 of Wands reversed. Somebody literally is in a committed, at least that's what they present, a commitment. They're not committed to this individual. This is somebody that don't know how to stand up for a connection. They never stood up for you. They always talked about you. They let their other family members and everybody else talk about you too. This is somebody that literally gives off the illusion as if they're a happy life. But they watch you all the time. As far as I know, both of these individuals could be involved in doing the same thing. Their partner could be watching you right along with them to see if you'll take the bait here. You think they're happy, they're not. The Hierophant reverse, you literally got 2 people here. I don't know if this was going on for some of you, it could be that. These individuals right here, brother, they trying to do this to you, it ain't going to work. Ain't nothing working. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. Look like to me somebody's doing spell work to try to get somebody to marry them. Somebody, this person that you once perceived as the other half of you has been doing countless spells on this individual over and over and over and over and over. And they're trying to get something out of this person. It's all about the money. It's all about the living situation. It's all about the home, the material world. And this individual is literally using this other person. If you're a man, this female is literally using another guy and abusing him spiritually. This is the same type of individuals that think that they're religious. They're not. The crosses are in reverse. Even if they go to church, it don't matter. This is not. Why are they doing this behind the scenes? This is the same individual that will go to church and you will swear up and down they believe in the Lord. This is a cover-up. This is a cover-up here. And they're also doing some type of cover-up right here. They wanted you to literally see them together in order to try to block you. In order to try to get you in your head to try to stop you from moving forward, hoping that it would get you angry, but it didn't. The Knight of Swords, it's like this is the reaction that they expected out of you, but you already learned your lessons. Something could have guided you to see this individual in a committed relationship a while back, and you stopped watching right here. If you did look at them on and off, on the social media, etc. You already knew this wasn't going anywhere. They was just doing this because they're a codependent person that needs people's energy and tries to project everything back off on you as if you're the needy person. How come they had two people? How come they're trying to do all this to try to get a reaction out of you? That was a confirmation right there. I'm getting something about this individual watches you, but they don't associate with you. This was all done to try to block a new love from you being attracted to somebody. This is going to irritate me. That's funny. I get like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to focus. This is somebody that tries to, they was hoping, they was going to do all this to try to block you. And I'm going to tell you how they was going to do it. This is their expectations. They was hoping you would see something. In order for it to bring you back, to think that they will reconcile with you, but yet not talk to you. This is a mind game. This is a mind game here. This is definitely a mind game here. This is somebody that also watches you off of fake accounts. They wanted to do this, but yet present the illusion as if they're happy in this connection. They unblocked you purposely to try to get you stuck back on them because they're stuck on you. They think about you all the time on this other connection. And I'm telling you, the reason why they did this is because they can't stand the fact that you're free. You ain't fighting for them. They can't stand the fact that I'm getting some of you out there, you don't care about this individual no more because you learn your lessons. This is not your twin. They did all this. But the thing is, this is somebody that sits back and calculates. They calculate things. They think that they know you, but you transform every day. You go with the flow. Since you trusted the universe, this individual just wiped out your energy completely. You've seen them for the true demon they are. If you're a man that hasn't gotten attacked by this individual physically, they tried to mess with your head. But you stood up for yourself. You knew better than to reach out to this person or to keep it to where they have access to you. Some of you could have blocked this individual like it wasn't nothing. Because you really don't care no more. You know what this individual's trying to do. They're trying to play some type of game. Because they're still caught in a damn karmic cycle that they will never learn their lessons from. This is not no twin. This is somebody that may be in another connection. But if you're thinking that they're committed to this person, they're only committed to them in order to try to destroy you and get reactions out of other people. Because this individual is a very ego-driven person that has zero intuition. And they're jealous of you because you have that intuition. They're jealous because you are connected to the divine. This individual just operates out of pure jealousy. And they do things deliberately to try to hurt people. But just like I said, once you learn your lessons of the universal flow with the universe, you're not affected by this. This may be pissing this person off with the Knight of Swords here. Because, first off, they're in this connection for the wrong reasons. Second off, you are somebody that has learned your lessons from the past. And third, I think I said second, third off, or whatever it is. Third, fourth off, whatever thing I'm on, retrograde, go along with it. Things are going to move in your favor. Things are going to continuously move in your favor because you learn your lessons. I'm also interpreting this, you're going to be in connection with your real twin. Somebody that you're not going to put up this illusion on the media to try to present the illusion as if you're happy with this person. You're not going to post nothing. Some of you out there don't even believe broadcasting your private life on the media. Keep it that way. I'm telling you right now, bro, like this individual right here, they think that they going somewhere with this type of marriage they trying to manipulate here. I'm getting somebody manipulating a marriage. That it ain't gonna work. The Hierophant's in reverse. They're either in a marriage or they're something about a marriage. They're manipulating this. They're doing nothing but trying to one up, to try to get all the way under your skin, but you got foresight. You're somebody that has intuition is what I'm getting. You have foresight. You already knew this was coming. You already knew that they was going to use this person and do small things and build up to try to attack you and yet unblock you and do shit like that. You already had some type of knowledge and foresight and you kept it a secret. You kept it a secret. But of course, some of these people may watch divination like child videos, etc. Well, that's really going to eat them up. That's really going to eat. Ooh, that's going to. Ooh. Because you know their plan. You know their little plan. You already know what this individual is about. What they doing. Wasting their time. You already really. So somebody, I'm getting at, you don't care what they do. You don't care if they're trying to manipulate a marriage or trying to do something right here. Especially if you block this person, you already knew the plan. So this is a man or a female that has learned her lessons. Why would the Wheel of Fortune be here? Because you learn. That would explain the Ten of Wands. This don't even bother you like it once did. Bro, just the smallest word from this individual. The smallest little attack that used to eat you up. But you're done with that. You learned the lesson. Shout out to y'all, bro. I just dropped the card. Hold on, y'all. So you learned the lesson. And there's a separation here. You was meant to separate because the universe knew this individual wasn't your match. They use nothing but magic and manipulate. I don't got the devil and the magician here. This is something to do with magic. They manipulate it. Why am I getting magic? Why am I getting magic? They're trying to do this on the Empress. They're trying to do magic on themselves. I'm getting something about beauty spells. Something about beauty and spiritual spells. To try to present themselves as if they're your match. You may be an Empress here. A female. So just like I said, you could be a female going through that too. Or you could have went through that. Somebody is literally trying to present themselves out to be an Empress here. But they're not. And they're also doing spells on this individual that they're committed to or married to. But little do they know, they're actually this Empress in reverse. I'm telling you. They're doing, this is to represent beauty. They're not the real Empress. They're trying to masquerade themselves as if they're a good mother figure, a good wife. They will be a good wife. They're doing all this to you behind the scenes. They're putting up some type of illusion. This is not the real Empress. They're fooling this individual. They can't fool you apparently, but they're fooling this individual that they're in a committed relationship with. I can't stand these retrogrades. But anyways, at least the message is flowing out like it's supposed to. Because there's a universal shift that's happening. This retrograde is about to be over. Some of you out there could have experienced stagnation. I'm going to tell you right now, bro, if you're a man that have dealt with an individual like this in the past, you already know this is just all an illusion, and they're doing spells to fool this person. And it's working too. They're going to end up married. That's what I'm sensing. They're going to end up married. But they're not going to be like you think it is. Because it's all an illusion. They're still going to be watching you. They're still going to be doing things. What's next? Get pregnant? I guarantee you, I'm speaking into existence since you change and evolve. The next step, this don't work, they're going to purposely get pregnant. There's a reason why this Empress came out, because this could represent pregnancy. They're going to get pregnant. Because they possibly know that you want a family with them and all that. So they're going to try to do all this, but it's manipulation. I'm telling you, I have that foresight vision. I'm going to call it out long before it even happens. So you could see it for what it is. This could represent a pregnancy here. They could be pregnant already. Cause out to them, bro. It's like this don't even bother you with the Ten of Wands reverse. You got a female out there, bro, or a man, whoever this may be resonate with. You got somebody out there that will really care about you. But I'm getting that's the next step. First, they get in a relationship. They broadcast over the media. They wait a little bit. Yet that don't get to you. So the next step is whatever. They move it up to the next step, engagement. Then the next step, marry. That don't get to you. What's the next step? To become pregnant. Because you wanted all this with them in the past. This is what you call a narc. That is going to the extreme to try to one-up you. Because you figured them out. What they want? Cookie, bro? They want a lobster sandwich? You know what I'm saying? This is the next step right here. They're going to try to hurt this guy, whoever this is. They're going to try to hurt them because nothing is working. They're not even in a real commitment to start with. I'm hearing something about something being superficial, like something like a stage, like a movie. Staged. This is all for show. That's what I mean. Okay, thank you, Spirit. This is all for show. It's to try to get a reaction out of you to piss you off. Right here. But it's going to go back to them and make them mad because you healed and learned your lessons. You could care less if this individual gets married or has kids with this other person. Let's just be real about it. Go ahead and do it. Get married, have children. That's what they want to do. But it still ain't no commitment like they try to broadcast to the media. It's for show. But this is, some of you fellas out there that have dealt with somebody like this, I'm going to let you know ahead of time. The next step is possible pregnancy here. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. It may or may not happen, but I'm just saying. This is what I'm pulling through the cards. I'm not trying to sit there and make anybody angry. But if you're somebody that's truly healed and you learn your lessons, this is not going to affect you. You may have a hunch about this type of situation. You could have had a hunch about an engagement or this individual already being married. The next step is this. This is nothing but illusions to try to block you. Hoping that you would get mad and go after them. Because they want to feel like they matter. This individual definitely wants to feel like they matter, that they still have some type of impact on your livelihood. But guess what, bro? Shit changes. This individual was too busy trying to get reactions out of you and failed to realize you went through a transformation. This is what I'm getting. They paid too much attention to their underhanded strategy and tactics. They lost track of time of how the universe really turns in your favor. That's what I'm getting here. This is going to really tear this person up, bro. After everything that they do does not work. I'm telling you, this individual, bro, is about to have their asses handed to them by the universe. And I'm going to tell you how it's going to happen. By you not getting angry and getting bent out of shape, because you already see it coming. You already know what they're trying to do. They're using somebody else to attack you. That could represent relationship, engagement, marriage. Next step comes a family with that person. I'm telling you, I sense it. I can read into it. They just had an orb that just flew in front of me. It's my mother right there. Hey, Mom. That's my mom. Hey, Mom. She's right there, bro. I'm telling you, I ain't sensed her in a while. For some of you out there that first started watching my channel after she passed, I would get glimpses of her, but she ain't been doing that for a long time. That was my mama. I miss you, Mom. I love you. Yes, I do. You don't say him, lady. I love my mama, y'all. I had a good mama. She was a good mama to me, you know. I can feel her energy. She's like, you go ahead, son. I can feel her right there. You go ahead with your bad self. What are you going to do? You don't say it. They gonna do nothing. You don't say it. You know, I love that lady. Okay, lady. You know what I'm saying? Lady. She used to call me King Tut. Like, whenever I do something that is, how can I explain that? That's retrograde, man. She used to call me King Tut whenever I'll be cutting up. Go ahead with your King Tut ass. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, lady, getting back to the read. Love you, mama. Anyways, getting back to the read, y'all. To the ones that's wondering what's going on, y'all don't hear her voice. She passed over. She crossed over December 15th of 2020. So that's her spirit that I feel that's there. But anyways, getting back to the read, y'all. It was just a glimpse of it. I caught that in the camera. It was an orb. It looked like an orb. Could have been something else, but I felt her presence at the same time. You know. But anyways, y'all, getting back to the read. So that's telling me that some of you out there had a good mother. Okay, so some of you guys could have had a good mother. You could have had a good mama. Lady. Anyways, getting back to the read. This was the plan here. This was the plan. It's all done to try to give off the illusion as if they'll reach out to you, as if they're disconnecting from this other person, in order to get your hopes up, hoping to get your hopes up. How can I explain this to where people can understand? I'm going to break it down to details of where some of you out there, if you're not in tune with your intuition, like you can't really read it, but some of you out there are. I'm going to do my best to break it down to details to help you understand what this individual is trying to do, what the plan is. What they're trying to do is they're trying to come back to you, to give off the illusion by unblocking you and sending some type of spell work your way to get you confused and imbalanced, but you're not with the Two of Pentacles reversed because you already released them. This is what they don't know. They still think that you're like you was in the past. This is how this individual is operating from the ego. Hell, some of them may know that you're transforming. They're still trying to do something to see if it's true. But they're going to find out the hard way that you really don't care what they do with their life. If they are a mother or if they are married or engaged, whatever it is, you don't care because you moved on. But anyways, what I'm being guided to tell you is this individual has possibly unblocked you here, but kept you blocked in a way, hoping that you would see them and get a nostalgia moment and get super excited and think that they will reach out, but yet they're in another connection here. And it was going to hold back purposely. This is a planned, manipulative mind game in order to trigger you. It's triggering them. This individual is beyond angry, I'm telling you. Because they can feel something different with you. Some of you may have them unblocked. You may not even know this individual unblocked you. But there's something about your energy that is way different. This is ooh. They may turn this down. They may or may not. I really don't know. They may even go along with it just to do it. Train going by as I'm saying that. They're doing all this because they know that you wanted that with them, and you could have looked at them as a twin flame at one time. That's the deal. The whole purpose here was to just wreck you over. Over and over and over and over and over until you lost feelings here. Because you become aware and trusted the universe with the Wheel of Fortune here. There's also going to be a shift that's not happening now, but it's going on after the retrograde is what I'm getting. You may end up with a Taurus, a Scorpio, Aquarius, or a Leo. You may be a fixed sign. You're going to end up with another fixed sign. That's your twin. Could be a Gemini. That's your twin flame. Somebody that wouldn't get it in their mind to do this to you. This individual has been through the same thing, I promise you. There's a Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Leo that has been through this situation that understands exactly where you're coming from. If your twin flame knew what this individual was doing, bro, chances are they probably do, because they may keep an eye on you secretly. If they do, if you do have a new person out there, I don't know where I'm getting that message from. But it's not in a malicious way like that. There's a reason why I was laughing. Because I got a good vibration from that person. That person is genuine. That's why I give myself time to feel it. Just to test it. If I feel something like, that's when I'm like, no. That's how I test it. To feel intuitively. Do I feel that little bit of clutching feeling like that, like a tug, like that? No. There's no tugging feeling. There's none of that. That's a sign. That means my intuition, this person, this other individual that may be a fixed sign, is genuine. I'm also getting there smart just like you are, and may be connected. They know how the universal law works here. They know how that works. They may be good at spirituality too, this fixed sign. Don't have to be a fixed sign, but I'm going to give a very specific message. You two would do good together too. Because you're very fixated in your ways, and if you are a loyal person, this fixed sign is going to be able to deliver the same thing. And be fixated. As I say, I'm not going nowhere. Y'all, believe it or not, astrology, when it comes to this situation, when it comes to two fixed signs, y'all will make a great match. You got Leo and Aquarius, I think that's across from each other. You got Taurus and Scorpio, that's across from each other. It may be a situation like that to where you're polar opposites, but you hold the same belief. You don't believe in this bullshit right here. You have threw your hands up a long time ago and said, the hell with you. This individual as possible went through something similar. That could be a fixed sign here. I'm getting you both may be fixed signs. Something about Leo Aquarius. Okay, so you may be a Leo that's into Aquarius. Aquarius that's into Leo. Could be a Leo that's into a Scorpio. Scorpio that's into Leo. Check out how it resonates. Taurus and Leo, etc. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, or Aquarius, Scorpio. However it resonates, this is what I'm getting here. This is a person that can understand your value. The both of you are ready for each other is what I'm getting. And that's really all I have to say for this message, y'all. 55 minutes in. Okay, the read was long enough. That's a good timing right there. But anyways, y'all, what I'm getting with this read right here, the final situation of this is not your twin flame. I'm going to be very specific. This is not your twin flame. This was somebody that literally used somebody else as a weapon to try to harm you. Spiritually, mentally, and to try to mess your head up. That's all that it is. And it looks like to me you learned your lessons. They're going to remain in this energy, not you. And they will get their karma while you get good karma. Okay? But anyways, this is what I have for y'all reading for the present moment. This is indeed a January 2023 reading. Okay, this will not resonate with everybody. To the ones out there that care to help me out with a donation, I will have a link in the description box below. I greatly appreciate the love of support. Thank y'all very much, y'all. And I will see y'all some other time, okay? Peace out, collective.